Hello, and after that introduction, it's a pretty tough act to follow our brand new theme tune for Aerobility TV. Welcome, it's good to see you all again. I hope you're doing well. And it's been great over the past couple of weeks to see things at Aerobility getting a bit back to normal, of course still taking into account the government guidelines, but good to see stuff trickling through the system and seeing new faces through the door. And it leads to a fairly packed program today, so it is a pleasure today to be joined for the entire program by Mike Smith, our CEO and our producer for this program. Here he is joining us from home. How are you, Mike?
I'm good, thanks, Harvey. Yeah, thanks for inviting me along again.
No problem at all. How have you been? Did you enjoy your bank holiday weekend?
Yeah, it was nice to relax, wasn't it? Shame the weather wasn't better, but it's always the way when kids go back to school, the weather starts to improve. So maybe next week the weather will be nice again.
Yes, let's hope. Now we're starting off today's program with an update on COVID-19 and the current procedures in place at Aerobility to keep us safe. And I'll leave us very in your fortnight.
Yeah, thanks, Harvey. So I'm pleased to say that we are now operating at Blackbush and Taton Hill. So we've got COVID-safe activities in place. So people are booking in for set slots, one-to-one contact only. We're making sure that everyone feels healthy and haven't been in contact with anybody with symptoms before they come to see us. And we've got regular cleaning and UV sterilisation, wearing PPE on the site. So we're doing all we can to keep volunteers, staff, and most importantly our flyers safe. In fact, Harvey, you've been involved with our COVID Safe program because you and Stuart have put together a film which introduces our COVID safety. So I think it works really well, doesn't it?
It does, and we also had a lot of fun filming it, so something you'll find out at the end of today's show. But I thought a really visual way of illustrating how we are keeping clients and ourselves safe in these difficult times. But being on front desk is really good to see everyone's interest, see that the flying bug hasn't been cured and people are still interested in coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. But the good thing is that on our homepage now of the website, the COVID statement is updated and you can watch our COVID safe video as well. So take a look at the website, aerobility.com.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Mike. Now, over the past 2 weeks, we have had a lot of very good news, but none has come close to the first solo of our youngest flyer, which is Bradley Brookings, who soloed for the very first time on his 17th birthday, which is the youngest that you can solo an aircraft. And look at him there. It must be great, Mike, to see this in action, because this is exactly what we do it for.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really wonderful to have not just a solo this summer during this coronavirus period, but on their 16th birthday. What a brilliant celebration of somebody's enthusiasm and what we should be doing, teaching people to fly with challenges, to get up in the sky and just enjoy the wonderful place that it is. It is up there.
It is, and so correction that it was his 16th birthday that he played it on, something that he had set out to do from a little while ago, and he's been working with Steve Brad to try and make that happen, and that he has. And I've had some pleasure chatting to Bradley a few times over the last couple of weeks. And he's rightly so very, very proud of his achievement, as we all are at Aerobility. And word of the grapevine is he already has his skills test booked in for around his 17th birthday, which is an amazing goal to have.
Yeah, it's just brilliant, isn't it? A lovely landing during challenging conditions as well. So it looks like some good aptitude there as well.
Definitely. Well done, Barney. You've done us all proud. Now, you may remember that during lockdown we were eager to keep in touch with our participants and those interested in the charity. And one of the ways in which we did this was launching our very own Spirit of Aviation competition. A competition split into two categories, under 16s and over 16s. The challenge was to build and fly an aircraft which was built from household objects, so just things like paper, boxes that you found around the house. And I must say, it had a lot of very, very successful, worthy entrants, and also were put in front of our star judges. So yourself was a judge, Mike, along with Martin Pert, and leader of the Red Arrows Red One, and um, motivational speaker and armless pilot Jessica Cox. And we're just scrolling through some of the entrants there. It was a fantastic evening having the opportunity to speak to these great people. Um, but it's not all about the program. We did also deliberate and come to a conclusion for the winners as well. So the winners of the Spirit of Aviation competition have been announced, and you can see the full program on YouTube. Aerobility charity on YouTube. But I think, Mike, it's only right that you get to talk a little bit about this amazing prize for the winners.
Yeah, thanks, Harvey. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing prize. So the winners of each category, the under 16s and the over 16s, get the chance to fly with squadron leader Martin Pert, to fly with the leader of the Red Arrows in an Aerobility aeroplane. So that's a really amazing once in a lifetime thing to do. So that's a really cool prize. But it was just wonderful to have so many amazing, innovative entries. Great fun, great thing to do during these crazy times. And great to have the input from transatlantic judging panel, from Jessica in Arizona to yourself, Harvey. Obviously, Martin Pert from the Reds, and it was a real privilege for me to be involved as well.
Yeah, it was a fantastic competition, and I think the Spirit of Aviation was exactly what it encompassed, of making the best of a bad situation, being creative, and also endeavouring to try new things out. So it led to some amazing entries. Excellent. even the past few weeks as well. Aerobility, of course, has been very busy, but one part of aerobility particularly has been moving on leaps and bounds, and a lot of things are coming into fruition, and that is the Grub 109 Project Eagle. Led by Liz, who are going to get onto the show at some point, I am very sure. But what's been going on for Project Eagle, Mike?
Thanks, Harvey. Yeah, it's the big news is the arrival of our new trailer. So I'll just put a picture on screen. So here it is arriving at Blackbush last week. So yeah, it's a brilliant tool that we bought from a company in Germany, which allows us to move the aircraft around. So we've been using it straight away. It tows really nicely behind the Aerobility vehicle. I think what we need to do now is get a big Aerobility logo down the side of the trailer. That would be a really good moving billboard. People can guess what's inside. And yeah, we've used it already. So Liz has been up to where some of the aircraft are stored, and here we are. She's closing the trailer on one of the aircraft just before it sets off to be taken to its new storage location. So yeah, getting the trailer is really exciting. And also I can give you a sneak preview of the development of the prototype. So we've been doing some work with the cooling of the engine, playing with the cowlings, playing with the shape of the airflow through the engine bay just to make sure we get optimum cooling. So that's been progressing well. It's all coming together. So the prototype is flying, and yeah, it should be certified very soon.
It's absolutely fantastic to see that project, which seems so mad, coming into fruition, doing really, really well. But that trailer is like a bus, really. It's huge.
Yeah, it's a big old beast, isn't it? But yeah, you need obviously quite a big trailer to get the grub inside. But yeah, so it's a really lovely trailer. It's a masterpiece of engineering, and it tows really nicely. So yeah, really pleased with that.
Definitely. And it's based in the Blackbird, so I saw pretty much the day it turned up, it was all over the plane spotting sites. And there were arguments breaking out whether it had a grub inside or not. I would give you an exclusive, but I'm going to be really mean and just say, who knows? There's no more discussion. I think any headline is a good one. Excellent. So thank you very much for your time today, Mike. It's been great to have you on the show. And we're going to do something a little bit different as we leave today. As I mentioned at the start, we had great fun filming for the COVID tape video. I think there was upwards of 20 outtakes, not all viewable online, but great fun. And thank you to our cameraman Stuart Miller and also Chief Flying Instructor Mike Owen. But as we leave today, we have one of the outtakes for you, proving that not everything we do filming-wise always goes smoothly. Thank you so much for today, Mike. It's been great to see everyone, and we hope to see you next time. Have a very good week. Bye.
Thanks, Harvey.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Do that again.
It's been rolling for nearly a minute. Are you ready?